If you have a DOT number and you don't already know how your safety scores are calculated, make sure that you stick around. You're going to want to hear what's in this video. This is day 18 of 30 days of trucking tips, and I'm going to show you how your safety ratings are calculated, how to improve your safety rating, and how those scores are used against you. There's going to be a lot of information in this video, and you're probably going to forget it all in 2 months anyway, so make sure that you save it so that you can come back to it later when it really matters. So let's say that you got pulled over and you received a texting while driving ticket. Each violation that you get is assigned a severity weight. For texting while driving, the severity is 10 points. Now, for the first 6 months after you receive that violation, you have a time weight of 3. The score for that violation is calculated based on the severity weight multiplied by the times weight. So for the first 6 months, you have 30 points because of that texting while driving violation. Between 6 and 12 months, your time weight is 2. So now it's down to 20 points. Between 12 and 24 months, the time weight is 1. Now you're down to 10 points. And then past 24 months, that violation is no longer used in scoring. So let's do a quick recap on that. You get a violation, it's assigned a severity weight, and then at 6 months, that number is multiplied by 3. Between 6 and 12 months, it's multiplied by 2. And then between 12 and 24 months, it's multiplied by 1. After 24 months, it's worth 0 points and no longer counts against you. And that's just for one violation. If you have multiple violations, they're all going to follow that same flow. And then you figure out what your total score is based on what category that score is for. So for unsafe driving and crash indicator, you take your total amount of points, and then that's divided by your average number of power units times your utilization factor, which there's a lot of complicated math involved, but it essentially equates out to your miles traveled per power unit. So for this category, the more miles traveled per vehicle is going to result in a lower total score. For the other 5 basic categories, you take your total points and then you divide that by the sum of the time weights for all of the inspections that you've had. So if you had a clean inspection where your time weight would be 3, but you received no points, you would be adding nothing to your total points, but you'd be making the number on the bottom bigger. So more inspections with 0 violations is a lower total score. The FMCSA is going to take your total score and look at how you stack up compared to